Welcome back to Community Conversations. I'm your host, Steve Mantis, and with me today are Deanna Ford and Elena King from the New Direction Speaker School. So in the last part of the show, we were just talking about some of the dynamics of people really becoming advocates, and I know, Elena, you were hoping to add a little something to that. What are your reflections or your thoughts on that?
So yeah, even just by advocating, learning how to advocate, going the proper channels, who you speak to, what can be said, and who you talk to in like different departments, especially in the city, like who you have to go through to, get a deputation done. Like, I thought you could just go in there and protest, close the road down, but knowing the proper channels to go through so that you can advocate for the people that, really don't have a voice or are unable to speak for themselves.
And is that part of the program as well? So, learning about that?
Yeah, I would believe so, yeah.
Great. So you had mentioned already, Elena, there was a graduation ceremony where you had elected officials from the city and the province or the federal government, whatever, there where you had a chance to talk to them about your own experience. There's a graduation coming up soon, I understand.
I believe so. Is it a couple of weeks?
A couple weeks.
Deanna, tell me a little bit about that.
It's coming up. It's on the 19th of May, which is a Tuesday evening. So we'll take our daytime class to the evening for our grad. And the students, they have to present a speech in order to graduate. And the evening involves their presentations as well as their ceremony of receiving their certificates. And it's a great opportunity. It's growing in popularity. We were pretty full last time. People like seeing what these people are doing, meet the challenge of speaking in public, and they want to hear what they have to say as well. And it is their opportunity to take that step and speak to some officials that come. We have had MPs. I know already that we've got one councillor that's coming from the city. It's just starting to get the RSVPs coming in actually for that. So it's coming.
All right, and so now give me a little bit more details, the time and
Sure.
place, who's invited, what do they need to do?
Okay, it's going to be at the council chambers at City Hall. And
So right in City Hall where the City Council meets on Monday nights?
right in there.
Right there with the mayor and all the councillors?
Yeah, so they do the graduation speech, and they've spoken in that hall. So if they have to do a deputation in the future, they know the room already, so they can walk in confidently. We start at 5:30 with a light dinner, which people are invited to, and the ceremony and speeches will start at 6:30. So if you can't make 6:30 is the time to be there for the speeches for sure. If you can get there a little earlier and join us for a light dinner, we are asking people to RSVP. Let us know you're coming so that we can plan enough food and the space. And it'll go the 8:30, 9 o'clock max. And we'll have some really good speeches, I think.
So you've got a poster for that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put that up on the screen.
Yeah,
And so once again, that's May 19th
that's right.
at City Hall
Yeah.
Council Chambers.
That's right. 3rd floor. The security guard will go, oh, you're coming in for Speaker School. Okay. When you get there, you'll probably recognize.
Excellent.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And what happens after graduation?
After graduation, party. Oh.
Yes!
There's an alumni group that we've had alumni that have been active in the past. It's been a little quiet lately, and there's another formation happening for the alumni to get together and to start getting together again, growing the skills, staying connected. And that's one of the things that the students that came into my class this time really stands out in my mind is realizing there are other people that care about some of the things that they care about. Like that a couple of people are like, wow, that there's other people that care about this stuff and are willing to do something. So that camaraderie to continue it. So there's an alumni group as well.
And what are some of the issues people are taking on that they care about that you've mentioned?
Child welfare, poverty issues of different sorts with regards to affordable housing, food banks, and how they meet the needs of the community that uses and needs to use those banks, whether it's meeting the need. We've got some racism issues, some violence issues. So it can really go in different directions depending. And that's the thing. One of the challenges, I think, is them finding which topic to talk about. And it's just one speech this time, but the hope is that they will talk in the future about others.
Excellent. And so you also have another event coming up in the next few weeks. Tell me a little bit about that.
We do. Our graduates will become alumni, and they can attend our fundraiser as alumni. It's a fundraiser for Speaker School. It's at the Finlandia Hall on May 23rd, 7 o'clock. Terry Egan and friends coming out to play some music for us. We'll hear a few speeches from alumni and have a great time together and raising some money for this really great program, Speaker School.
So speaking of money and the program, like, how does this all happen? Who pays for this? Is there a cost for people to attend?
Yes, we've got it's a nominal fee of $10.
Is this for the benefit?
This is for the benefit.
$10 for the benefit.
$10 for the benefit. There will be, as I mentioned, the music, some speeches, some nibblies. We'll have a little bit of nibbly stuff and some door prizes as well. But alumni come in free.
And so this is a fundraiser that goes to cover some of the cost of the Speaker School.
Yeah, to help the program.
And so where does the funding come from for this program? How does this work?
It's come from different locations or different avenues. We've had, excuse me, really terrific support from the City of Thunder Bay. And we've got new support coming in from the United Way, which is wonderful. The Public Service Alliance of Canada, Bay Credit Union, and there's a couple more. We're getting support with the Thunder Bay Public Library for being in a venue. In the past, it's been Our Kids Count have supported us, Kinawea Legal Clinic, and the Lakehead Social Planning Council. Lots of support coming in, and people in the community donating to make it happen. So there's a longer list, but it's lots of support. People really appreciate the program and like to see it succeed and see the growth.
Excellent. So, in our last minute here or so, Elaine, what do you hope for? You're now on the board of directors. Where do you see this going into the future, and what would you want to say to folks watching about the Speaker School?
Well, I think Speaker School is a great opportunity for people to come out and practice or come out of their shell to publicly speak, to let their voices be heard, and to encourage them to, get involved in your community. There's ways of raising awareness, and you learn to put your points together properly so that it's not like you're whining about something, but it's really good. And you know what? I really hope to see that this will grow even more. We've already got into two Speaker School classes within a year. When I was doing it, was only once a year. So hopefully there'll be more, and maybe there'll be more venues for people to come in and be facilitators.
Terrific. So the program's expanding. There's 2 classes a year, and there's an alumni group that's just starting up. It's a real pleasure having you both on the show. Thank you so much for joining us. We're just about out of time. And thank you so much for watching, and we're always interested in your comments and suggestions. Check us out on Facebook. Go to Community Conversations, and you can find out information there. We post these episodes as well on the web, on YouTube, and you can find links there. Thank you so much, and have a great week.